Hey guys, you already know that there are limitless possibilities in the world of Lego. So, today, we will be turning this dead area into an ecosystem where every living organism thrives. Want to know how? Join me in this interesting journey. Let's get creative together. Every ecosystem begins with its foundation, a greenery. So, I'll use this green base plate to form that. That's where every habitat will live on. To achieve this greenery atmosphere, I got this base plate from Lego and assembled them together. Now it looks like a land far away. Let's water the land to keep it green. Oops. Where do we get water from? I bet we need to create a river. These blue bricks here will do a perfect job. Watch as I lay them out and twist and turn to give it a flowing effect. For more effect, you can also use the transparent nylon from your Lego package. Check my previous video on Lego hacks. Now look at our flowing river. Now that we have water for our greenery, let's water and plant some trees. Okay, look, one tree just sprouted. That looks like an apple tree. Let's add some more water. Now it's time to plant. What should I plant first? I got an idea, a pine tree. For this, I'm using green cone-shaped bricks. I'll stack them on top of each other, starting with the largest at the bottom and getting the bottom and the smallest ones at the top. Our tree definitely needs a trunk. So, I use this brown cylinder brick at the base. Let's add more trees. The next one is the broadleaf tree. We need shade for animals in our ecosystem, and the broadleaf tree provides that. I'll start with this flat, round green plate as the base for the leaves. Then, proceed to add smaller green bricks in a circle to create layers as I go up. Of course, I won't forget to leave space in the middle for the trunk. For the trunk, I'm using a stack of brown 2x2 bricks. Now, I'll add a fruit tree to the mix. We definitely need some fruits in our Lego ecosystem. Just like the way I built the trunk for the broadleaf tree, I'll add this base. Then I'll add these tiny bricks to represent oranges. I'm placing this tree right next to my apple tree to give it that colorful outlook. I'll add one final tree. The flower tree. We need to beautify our ecosystem. To make our flower tree, I'll start with the green leaves, which these bricks will do. Then, I add these small pink and white round bricks as blossoms. I'll scatter each round the tree. Now we have our beautiful flower tree. Since we have trees, let's introduce our Lego animals to the ecosystem. Let's start with wildlife. I'll put them in the thick forest. Lions, giraffes, elephants. Watch as they all battle for supremacy. I've got our Lego birds and buzzing bees. Let's stir up the ecosystem a little bit by creating our first Lego prey and predator. I'll introduce the beaver, a master in creating dams, lodges, and intricate waterways. Of course, the beaver has a good intention, and that's to make sure there's a constant flow of water. To create our beaver, I need brown and tan Lego bricks. I'll go with the 2x2, 2x4, and the 1x2. Then, I'll need some dark brown flag plates for the tail, small brown plates for the feet, and a white Lego plate with a clip. I'll build the body by starting with the brown brick as a base, then add layers of these brown bricks to build up the body. Then finally use tan bricks as the belly area, just to add some color contrast. Our beaver needs its head, so I'll attach a tan slope on the front top of the body to form the face, and use a brown brick with a tan slope on top for the nose. Here comes the teeth. I'll add the dark brown flat plate at the back of the body to create the flat tail, and finally, attach small brown plates at the bottom for the feet. I'll replicate more of these to give us more beavers. Now, we have 10, no 20 beavers. And voila! Our hardworking beavers are ready to build the dams. But that's too many dams. This is destroying the ecosystem gradually. We need to rectify this mistake. I have an idea. Let's bring in our wolf. To build a Lego wolf, I'll start with 2 or 4 gray bricks as the base and add some layers of gray bricks to build the body. Then I'll use the dark shade of gray bricks to add some color contrast. Now I'll move to the legs where I'll attach some gray bricks with plates at the bottom to form the legs. Okay, let's make the legs slightly longer to give the wolf a more agile appearance. To build the head, I'll use a gray slop at the front of the snout. Then add a dark gray brick for the nose and attach 2 round plates for the eyes. These small gray tiles will work perfectly as the ears. Now, it's time to add our dark curved neck to the back for the tail. I've got 9 more. That's 10 wolves. Now it's time to put them to task. These beavers have done some harm. Look at all those trees. They've been turned into wetlands. Not good enough. Time for some action. It's 1 beaver against 10 wolves. Well, a Lego human has to be in this ecosystem otherwise. Who will maintain the beautiful nature we have? Introducing our Lego man. I think he feels lonely. Let's bring him a companion. That's his wife. But wait, they can't live in the forest. Those wolves are chasing them. They can't possibly live in the forest like that. So let's build them a house. But some of those trees will go down. Now that the trees are cut down, let's structure them into a house. And now we have our very first house in the ecosystem. Oops, I forgot to add a gate for safety. This Lego brick works perfectly for it. At the back of the house is a small space for a Lego garden where they can grow some foods and plants. But this couple is not vegan. So, the man got to hunt some animals. Our ecosystem has been all greenery. I'll add some paths for our couple to navigate. This is the border to the forest. This path will lead to a mountain. I'm using a gray and dark gray brick to create the rugged surfaces. This rocky area will become home to mountain goats and a hidden cave for our foxes. I think I love this view. Now let's add some dirt paths that will wind through the forest and around the river, and I'm using brown and tan plates for the trails. Our Lego river is pretty much boring with no habitats. Let's create different species of fishes. Here goes the tilapia, bass, catfish, and pike. Then, I'll add these frogs to the riverbank. Before we go on, why not take a second to click on the subscribe button? That's a motivation for me to keep up with the creativity. Now, let's add some mushrooms to the mix. With some animals laid to waste, we need the mushrooms to decompose the whole thing and to give a nice view. It looks like the wolves are having too much fun chasing the beaver. Let's make it more dramatic. So I'll introduce all the bears: polar, grizzly, black, and the Siberian tiger. Oh, that's a lot of gang against the wolves. For our Lego polar bear, I'll use white Lego bricks to create the sturdy body. Now it's time to make the other bears. I'll use these brown Lego bricks to build a robust, but more elongated body. This one has a broad back, then I'll add dark brown plate to show the claws. There, you have your grizzly bear. For my Siberian tiger, I'll just use this Lego majestic tiger, with serial number 31129 to create. While the kingdom of the animals suffers violence, I'll focus more on the kingdom of the humans. Our Lego man and his wife are living in a pitiable condition. No mattress and some pests have devoured their food. That explains the emaciated looks. But I'll fix that. So, I'll bring in a mattress and this pesticide to drive away the pests. I'll also use some Lego bricks to create a demarcation between the forest and the human settlement. The house is finally done. Then, some butterflies for pollination. Our Lego ecosystem looks pretty perfect. I can't imagine we built this from a wasteland. But there's one more thing missing. The source of our river. I've got a perfect idea for this. Waterfalls. It's now time for our water structure. Starting from the top of the cliffs, I'll use transparent blue bricks to create the water flow. Then stack these bricks from the top of the cliffs down to the base plate. It's now time to mix in some clear bricks with the blue ones to give the waterfall a more dynamic and realistic appearance. I'll add these small green plates and slopes around the waterfall to create the look of plants and moss growing on the cliffs. And that's it. Our Lego ecosystem is finally ready. Do you think there's more to add? Comment below and suggest the next Lego project you want me to work on. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, keep creating.